Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Starters Order 7, a UK jump save. And, yeah, a little bit more of a break than I wanted to take. Was trying to do some recording. There's so much going on right now that I really don't want to delve into too much, but a lot going on in life. Just not really great right now. So, yeah, we were making videos. I was gonna do a Football Manager series. And with all of it combined, I think there's only one thing I can really say about it. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm making it. Had a breakdown. Bon appetit. Pretty much sums up where we are, where we've been. So, yeah, we're going to record this and see how things go, and hopefully you see this one. Because, yeah, I want to get back in rhythm doing this, and I need something kind of stabilizing right now. So, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe. I appreciate all of the support. Apologies for absences, but there are reasons for it, and yeah, life ain't easy. Life ain't easy. So it kind of sucks. I didn't realize we had over a month to go, or just under a month to go to the next race. So awkward silence. Cue the elevator music. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the Juvenile Triple Crown first leg. No, second leg, third leg. September. Third leg. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, that's right, Rickerton. We went to Rickerton. That's what threw me off. Rickerton. I forgot we went there. So, Purple Searcher won both their legs. Peanut Butter came second behind them in the Guineas, and then fourth in the Derby. Dramster took both legs, which surprised me because I figured Caracal would be the one. Hence, kind of the name. If you know, you know. But they did take first and they did take second in both. So there is that. So yeah, we're looking for a hat trick now. Purple Searcher and Dramster. Peanut Butter and Caracan could play spoiler. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I know what we're doing now. I know what we're doing. So the first is the Oaks. Oh, come on, Purple Searcher. Like 3 months. Like, I'm not even going to give jockey instructions. I'm just going to let it run. Because I think that's kind of the fair way of doing it. And also less thinking for me. And if it costs us, it costs us, and I'm fully prepared for that. But the third leg of the Triple Crown with a contender for the Juvenile. 3 mile St. Ledger Juvenile Oaks, Class 1, Grade 1 for 4-year-olds on the turf track. It's over hurdles. 3 miles. And Purple Searcher and Peanut Butter currently 1 and 2. Butter stays back with the Stalkers. Chelsea Reach. Bushy Great back to us by Howard, Sway Roberts, Leyston Blanc, Simply 5, Wacky After, and Shatara Amber. Chelsea Reach just on the outside of Peanut Butter, and Purple Searcher jumps the first quite nicely, about a 6-length lead at the front. We're holding pat. Everyone's dropping okay. Chelsea Reach is dropping back a tiny little bit. Doesn't look to have the pace of Peanut Butter or Purple Searcher on the flat. Better jumper. That could make up a little bit of ground. We're a third of the way on the jumps, and Peanut Butter now is a couple of lengths clear in second. Chelsea Reach trying to make their way back up. The rest of the field as well. And halfway on the jumps, it is still Purple Searcher, about a length and a half ahead of Beanut Putter, crossing the line and flying on now then, down the back stretch again. Halfway on jumps, coming up to a mile from home, dropping Chelsea Reach off camera. Purple Searcher leading Beanut Putter right now as a 1-2. Beanut Putter just slowly closing little by little. Here comes Aspired Hawa, really flying up. Coming up now then into second place. Bushy Great also coming in, half a mile, but Purple Searcher goes. The horse with no stamina has got all the stamina it needs. Here comes Beanut Putter with a late push. Does it have the pace? I don't think so. Don't fall, just don't fall. Clear the last jump, and we clear the last jump, and it's striding home. Purple Searcher is gonna hit the hat trick, gonna finish the Triple Crown. Hits the 1,000 guineas, hits the Derby, hits the St. Ledger at Aintree, the 1, 2, 3, the Vic Star Special. Purple Searcher takes the Triple Crown. Beanut Putter with an absolutely fantastic race. We're so far off distance in both. Half a mile probably with Beanut Putter, closer to a damn mile off Purple Searcher. And they come home strong. They come home quick. Purple Searcher, about half a mile from home, cleared everybody and just drove out after a couple of mini challenges. And about 2 furlongs from home, Beanut Putter blew the rest of the field away, but could not get up to match the speed of Purple Searcher. 6 lengths and 4 back from Beanut Putter, 4.5 back, the next likely. Second in the Guineas, fourth in the Juvenile Oaks at the Derby, and then the St. Ledger Juvenile Oaks second again. Good runs, good horse, very fun. Would have been my favourite to win. If you know who this horse is, then you would know why. If you can figure out the name of this horse, you'll know who this is a direct descendant of. And if you know, like I say, if you know something, then you'll be able to figure out who Caracan is. Yeah, I think those three are fairly gettable. And you'll know why Purple Searcher beating Beanut Putter is a surprise. And why Dramster, who again you could figure out, the clue in it is right there in the name. Yeah. Them beating Caracan is... I almost said the other name of that horse. That would have been a spoiler. Yeah, that one's not so much a surprise. It is a surprise to me, but looking at the evidence, it shouldn't be. And I'm glad they're getting their runs. I hope they can hit the hat trick here. Dramster 1, Caracan 2 in both races so far. And again, no jockey instructions. We don't care about distance. It's all about horse quality. You're racing these other 4-year-olds, and you are better than other 4-year-olds. So we just run back at Aintree for the St. Ledger Juvenile. Over 3 miles, the Class 1 Grade 1 third leg of the Triple Crown. The 4-year-olds on the turf over the hurdles. Caracan, second in both races. Without Dramster, this would be its Triple Crown race to win, to claim the victory. Dramster, though, is the favourite and is the horse that has the chance to nail this attempt, and they do go to the front. Caracan on the outside, just holding a little bit back. We got Zoom Demore, Shamrock Dirge, Strongbow House, Perugino, Somerville, Not Now, Cato Herb, back to Foucault, Sierra, Circumvent Live, and Dynaformer Concert at the back. Zoom Demore on the inside, keeping tabs with Dramster. Caracan on the outside. Nobody jumping too poorly. The field is together. Caracan now moves to the inside, ready for the bend. Runs a little shorter distance by doing so, and we are 2 miles from home. A third of our distance has gone. Dramster 1, Caracan 2, Zoom Demore number 3, then a triple, then the rest of the field. Zoom Damo sticking with us. We'll see how they finish. But so far, no bad jumps from Dramster or Caracan. That gives us some hope moving round this turn. Caracan slides inside. Just waiting. Zoom Damo takes over the lead. But it's not here where it will be won. It will be on the next turn when everybody is jockeying for position, getting a lane, and who has the finish. Zoomed more by about half a length from Dramster, a couple of lengths back, Caracan, Perugino, and Not Now Kato. There goes Not Now Kato. This is where races are won and lost. Caracan in the mix. Can they get going? Dramster slowly getting going. 3.5 to go. Down to the final 2. Dramster does respond, but Strongbow House is going for this. Inside then the final 1.5 furlongs. Here comes Strongbow House fading on the outside. A poor jump by Dramster, but they are going to take the lead. They're in the lead by the final furlong marker. Zoom Demo coming through. Dynaforma conceit back. Caracan falling off. Not Now Kato Herb has pulled up with an injury. And Dramster makes it a double triple. The 1, 2, 3, the Vic Star Special himself, Dramster, with a good victory here. Very competitive race, but wins the 2,000 guineas, wins the Juvenile Derby, and now wins the Juvenile St. Ledger. Dramster is your second Triple Crown winner. To go with Purple Searcher. Coming into this save, I would have put all my money on a 1-2 being Caracan and Peanut Butter. But this is jumps, baby, not flats. Dramster excels. Purple Searcher excels. Good race for Dramster. Caracan, yeah, didn't really do what we wanted them to do, but we knew that was the danger. We knew the distance was going to be a killer. It is just what it is. But Triple Crown on the Juvenile Philly side of things, the 1,000 guineas, the Derby Oaks, the St. Ledger Oaks. And then the overall Triple Crown, 2,000 guineas, the Derby and the St. Ledger for Dramster. Absolutely fantastic. We got a 158, 156, 155, and a 144 Peanut Butter. Still a very good horse and a very good race, very good season. A lot of second places. But yeah, that's the highlight of the 4-year-old season's done. And I think, yeah, that's such a good run. Such a good run. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Make sure there's no issues with the head lad. Look to be quite good. Yeah. Okay. The way Purple Searcher won over 3 miles when they're realistically a 2 mile or 2 mile one is it's kind of mind blowing. Really? Like I don't know really when the grade ones are going to come back in for some of these horses, to be fair. I don't know. But we are going to have to skip forward a bunch to get there. 2 grade 1 winners. I mean, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But we're going to. I mean, who's surprised? Honestly, who's surprised? Richie Droka doesn't look amazing. really isn't amazing. That's fine. But yeah, 2 Triple Crown winners, 2 good runners. Not the best, but 2 good runners overall. Um, yeah, I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. 3-1, 3 and change, 2-5, and 2-4. Hatton's Grace. Who is gonna run that? Ooh, a little 2-4. That's pretty much another 2-4. They should both fit, really. They should both fit. Then Purple Searcher, little 2 mile, fighting fifth hurdle at Newcastle. I think that works. And then Dramster Caracan Peanut Butter. I think. Oh. Pre Renard de Vivier Hurdle. I think that one kind of makes sense to me. And then Dramster at 2-4. Caracan 2-1, 2-2. Seems about right, but we don't really have anything there. So I think the Ascot Hurdle. Think the Ascot Hurdle. I'm not sure. But yeah, 2-3 I think is within the wheelhouse of Peanut Butter. Very good horse. Can run well. Is she gonna move well enough in this? It's basically a 2-4. I don't know. I think she can. The Ascot Hurdle at 2-3 again is probably about right. Maybe a touch too far. You got 2-2 well. 2-4 suited perfectly here in second. Got the distance well, a little over 2-4. Didn't stay at 3. So yeah, we might be a touch over distance, but these, like, if we can get a grade 1 and a grade 2, upgrade both those horses, that would be nice. And then yeah, at a 2, I think that roughly is what we can do. We know we can move distances and do some stuff, so we might even challenge earlier on Purple Searcher. Maybe Dramster too. Maybe those two we challenge earlier. Maybe we challenge earlier here too. And you should be right on distance. I mean, Yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section of that, because I feel like being a punter might be a 2-4, which we're running. Caracan might be around a 2-4, so running a 2-3. Purple Searcher probably runs anything. We've seen runs anything and looks like they're on distance from 2 mile to 3 mile. Like, I don't think there's too much you can really worry about with her. If she's racing against 4-year-olds, she's kind of set. Um, but it is at 2, and I know she probably does sit more at a 2-1. But 2 really fits. 2-4.5 really fits. Trip suited perfectly. Maybe we run the girls without instructions and we run the boys both just challenge earlier. I think no matter what, this is probably on distance. Tipsters say 2 out of 5. Okay, Diamond Padme, and then Casarosa Harriet, and then Honeymoon Spirit is also liked a little more than us, but they're agitated. Okay. Yeah, they're falling down from favorites, probably because they don't look good in the paddock. Tipsters have Padme and Harriet and us. I can see why we wouldn't be favorite. Ratings and everything else, a little bit of form, the grades. Sure, but we look good in the paddock. I think we're on distance, so 2 mile, 3 furlong, 110 yard Prix Renault de Vivier hurdle. Class 1, Grade 1 for 4-year-olds on the turf through the trees as the camera gets absolutely battered on the fly through. We are not the favourite, but we're a very good horse. And like I say, if we are on distance, we are able to do what we know we're able to do, then this could be very interesting. On the inside, Dogon, Arca, Ep4, Dreamer on the outside. We have Surita Patrol and the Yellow Silk Castarossa Harriet right there up the inside of them. Simply Regalia. Honeymoon Spirit then with the grey driving Marine. We got Wooing Speculation, Diamond Padme, Pigment Crick, and Cayman's Alchemy all currently just about off camera. We're sitting and stalking. Front Dreamer and Dogon Arca still at the front. Regalia with a big push on that jump. We're over halfway. And we are not doing too badly. We're not up near the front, but we're ready to make a move if we need to. Castarossa making moves on the outside too. A good jump puts us second. And now we are up with Castarossa. Another decent jump. A few left to go. Castarossa takes over the lead as Efron Dreamer drops out of this. They have fallen, I think, at jump number 10. Castarossa, Honeymoon Spirit, Driving Marini. They're all there. This is what we expected. 2 from home from the outside, Wooing Speculation. Driving Marini going for this one. Going strong, going deep. Bina Putta not really kicking on yet. Not really up for this one, it seems. Diamond Padme coming through at the death. They're going to jump into second place. Driving Marini with a good win. Diving Padme second. Bina Putta, a very good third place. Not the win we wanted, but a very good run all in all. Castarossa Harriet there. And we were the best non-domestic. And that kind of tells its own story. Pigment Creek back in 5th. Wooing Speculation back in 8th. And Ep4 Dreamer pulls up with an injury around the 10th jump. Not too bad at all. We were in it. Trip appeared to suit well. Joined this grown. Yeah, maybe just doesn't like a trip to France. That could be the issue. But yeah, 2 race wins out of 9, still 630,000. Still very good. Would have taken the guineas as well. So, and the St. Ledger, of course. So, yeah, you can kind of see this is a good horse. It's not quite there yet. Very interested to see how or if it improves for a 5 and 6-year-old season, and then into its prime, exactly what it looks like, and then distance-wise, what we can do. But if everyone's on distance and everybody gets to like 7-year-old and they're in their prime, I'd be very interested to see what they can do against each other then, because we know what they look like as a 4-year-old and who wins. But we're still a few years away from that. And a lot can change. A lot can change. Burning Jota, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, I mean, multiple grade ones. Not really good runs from you. I think the cheap things to do is just these two. Burning Jota won a maiden. That's the only thing they've run. Basra Peas has a sire that's slightly impressive. Full stamina bar. Absolutely nothing else. But a cheap pickup there, 42k. Burning Peas. Solid, not amazing. Worth looking at. And now Caracan at Ascot then for the Ascot Hurdle. This should be a very interesting one. Yeah, I think we're right to be favourite. I do think we're roughly on distance. And again, do we? I think we're close enough that I'm actually not going to do jockey instructions. Changed my mind at the last moment, and it is a little rainy, a little wet here. Ascot Hurdle, 2 mile 3 furlongs, Class 1, Grade 2 for 4-year-olds and older. On the turf at Royal Ascot here, Bill Swart will be your favourite. They start near the back, near the front door. Caracan, the chief of chiefs. And that's the first jump. Navigated okay. Paula Dubois up with us, the grey. Back to the red and blue silks of Woodman Brava. Caracara Intruder and Isn't Nose in the greens. Back to Canis Tokens in the lavender polka dots. Ranjito Jake. And then on the outside last build, Swat. Favorite might well be a close-up. 1.5 miles left to go. And we're coming up to the halfway points of the jumps too. First, number 4, very poor jump from Caracan. Drops back about 2.5 lengths. That is the halfway point there, though, at 5 out of 9 jumps. The field is sticking together pretty well. Dubois just clear of Caracan. And now Caracan Intruder on the outside of us. We're coming round the turn, 6 furlongs. Not a good jump again from Caracan. And that's the thing on the flat. It's a demon over jumps. Not really the type of horse that can make a difference. We do have a ton of pace. Do we have enough? It doesn't look like it. Dubois is going to drop out. We're going to come through a little late. Haraka Intruder from Build Swap, Canis Token, then it's us a little way back. We were eased off. We could have done better. We didn't settle, apparently. I didn't see any issue. But we could have settled. I almost went to the day before, but no. The big breeders auction is the day before that. So, Friday auction. And oh, look, we're at the day's race with the 2-year-old auction. Brasinga, man. Not my Brasinga, man, but still. Bidding is pretty high. Social Ella, A. No finish application. The rest is okay. Not amazing. No, you son of a gun. Ah. I knew as I was doing it. I don't want my finger clicked down as too late. I try to move off it before I release, but fighting 5th hurdle. A race I think I'd be, fully expecting to win. Little 2-miler. But let's see how it all plays out. Don't start near the front, but we do drive up past Merton Collinges and Lambas Gabriel. On the outside, Lama Ponthaven. And we have Lisbon on the inside there. Dens Lungsman and Outcrop Says at the back. And it just looks like we're sticking out ahead. We're not really letting anyone get super close. A little more pace with them on the flat. Not jumping poorly either though, so. Yeah, you'll kind of take those jumps. You'll kind of take this kind of run. It's like Lambert Ponthaven coming up a little bit. Lambas Gabriel coming up a little bit now. Purple Searcher, though. Still well in command. A very solid last jump. Lisbon Outling, Merton Collinges, they're all coming after it a little bit. But, yeah, just solid jumping from Purple Searcher. And again there, Lambas with a good last jump, but then we turn on our pace. Get that final jump out the way. Drive for home. I'm very close between Lambas and Outcrop, but Purple Searcher with a fun win. The Irish horses come over, but they can't get close. And Purple Searcher, yeah. 4 grade 1 wins for it. The single grade 3s have been a put on Caracan. And Dramster at Fairy House then. To finish off what it would be a very successful video for both it and Purple Searcher. We're not top rated. We're young horse. We're about the best form, but there's another couple that are decent form. A couple of the grade 1s. We're the only foreign horse in this Irish field for Hattons. I don't know. I'm not going to run jockey instructions there either. I feel like maybe we could or should. But after the Triple Crown, I kind of just want to let them run. And I think that's going to give us an idea of the true quality of the horse up against these older horses here. So, Hans Grace Hurdle, 2 mile 4 furlong, here at Fairy, over in Ireland. Class 1 grade 1 for 4-year-olds and older. Most of the field is and older. And we're one of, I think, 2 4-year-olds in this field. We got Inchmahome Fair and Spoke Desire. Now they're dropping back with Bluebell Spray. Kilga Shadow, Dockside Road, Court Timer, Davila Choosy, and Circumvent Live. A group all there together. 7 at the back. Poor Jumper 2 knocks us back. 2 of the chasers that have come up a little there. Inchmahome Fair is still here. Fair at Ferry House. That could be the story today, but Dockside Road is there, and Dramster is there. And we are both just waiting and lurking. Kielba Shadow just in touch now. Coming up then to jump number 7 of 11. Spoke Desire with a big run up, getting into position. 6 furlongs from home and 3 more jumps to go. Spoke Desire holding second. Dockside and Kiegma just with us. Inchmahome still a couple of lengths lead. And if you want it, now you've got to go get it. Dramster starts making their way and then completely falls off. And they're just not going to be able to compete with these older horses. So Inchmahome takes it, not the fairy tale that we kind of wanted to see there for Dramster. But still very good runs. Purple Searcher, just a dominant horse. Dramster, very good. Carol Khan, not bad. Bina Putter, not bad either. 4 good 4-year-olds with about a month towards the end of the season. And I've got to be honest, I don't feel there's a ton left to race. Don't feel there's a ton left to race. Okay, why can't I book in for that one? It's too soon anyway. It's too soon. It's too soon. So there's a couple towards the end of the year. So 3 races. 4, 5. I mean, I don't love the distances. 9 races as a 4-year-old. I kind of think's okay. I kind of think we just go towards the end of the season now and finish up for the year. Peanut Butter, Braised Ham. Purple Searcher. Braised Ham. End of year. Round things off with a plum, which, always begs the question, where'd you get that plum? No, just me. Okay. So yeah, Braised Ham can come out of here. And Living Pot for next season can come out as well. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. Yeah, so many horses are going to come for next season. I didn't really think about how many that would be, to be fair. End of season auction, nothing. Start a season, well, Dramster's the top hurdler. Which, yeah, pretty sure that might have gone to Purple Searcher if they weren't in the barn. To see, oh, I like their bar. I don't like that potential being so far away. I forgot it does lag on that screen. So we'll throw all the 2-year-olds into the barn because they're not racing. And we're going to send the boys out to grass because they're not racing. Yeah, okay, the 3-year-olds. 3-year-olds probably aren't racing either. Like, I think the way the schedule really is built and the way it works is going to be 4-year-olds can race, and that's as early as you get. So we're definitely bringing those two back out. And we can figure out if any of these are worth breeding from, or if there's a game bred to breed from. And then we just reorganize. I'm not bringing them out, am I? Or am I? I am bringing them out. I think I did it right, but it felt like I was doing it wrong. Yeah, we didn't put any studs in. We didn't put anyone in and keep them in. Good. So we got 5 4-year-olds and 4 5-year-olds. So Caracan looks the exact same at 5. Dramster looks really, really good. Peanut Butter, pretty damn good. Purple Searcher, of course, didn't really have anything to gain. Yeah, distances will tell on those. So Crystal Verdict, a solid, probably 2-4 is right. Not a bad horse. Probably not a world beater, but not a bad horse. Again, 2-2 maybe, somewhere around 2-2. A good but not a great horse. Sweet and sour. Ooh, could be another fantastic one there. Probably a 2-4-ish. Braised ham. Again, I've been asking if anybody wants to guess who these horses actually are. This is about the easiest you're going to get. And it's been a long time coming for them. And I decided not to bring the 8-year-old version. I brought the 4-year-old version because now we got Triple Crowns as well. And Living Pot, another of the same kind of ilk. Just no distance. Braised hams all distance. I think a nice mix of distances and qualities on our 4 and 5-year-olds. So many 3 and 2-year-olds. A bunch now of good yearlings too. We'll look at one. Ooh, not as impressive as I thought they would be. Ooh. Okay. I mean, they got a lot of time to make up that potential, right? They got like 3 seasons of doing nothing. But yeah, a bunch of 3-year-olds, a bunch of 2-year-olds, a handful of yearlings now. We got these 5 4-year-olds and these 4 5-year-olds. And we could have a pretty good season again. A pretty good season. But like I say, Dramster won their Triple Crown. Purple Searcher won their Triple Crown. That's all we could really ask for. We got 3 Grade 1 wins, we got 4 Grade 1 wins, and a Grade 3. And then we got a single Grade 3 on these 2. They can all now run in the next Triple Crown. We've done the Juvenile. And so up next is going to be the hurdles, and then as a 6-year-old, it'll be the chase. So Juvenile Triple Crown, the Hurdle Triple Crown, and the Chase Triple Crown. Dramster, Purple Searcher won the juveniles. Can they repeat? Will Caracan and Binapan have something to say about that? Will someone else out there have something to say? I don't know. Now, for the 4-year-olds going for the juvenile, we've got options. I just don't know enough about these horses, but Braised Ham could be good. It could be good. But there we are, the new season. Gonna leave things there. I hope you have enjoyed. Again, apologies for the delay in the upload schedule. But again, started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit. And yeah, don't forget, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, all those good things. You know, for the algorithm, how big that is. I really would appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. So check out the other playlists. Catch up on any videos you haven't seen so far, because we're about to go back full schedule. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, all the very best to you. And thank you very much for the continued support. Get your bets in who these horses are, and also, what are they going to do this year?